My name's Duddy, so builds and stuff. Today I've got the ultimate support build for the Titan. We're going to be featuring Buried Bloodline and Collective Obligation. We're going to be able to weaken up to 35% damage increase for your teammates, which is the same as Tractor Cannon, except you're going to be more mobile. On top of that, we're going to be featuring the Aeon safes, where these got buffed a couple of seasons ago to give you a 20% damage increase, but it stacks with all the weakening effects. On top of that, we're going to be able to give your teammates overshields, suppression, weakening, the lot, you name it. This is why I named this build the reach around, because you think you're doing enough, but you can always do a little bit more to help your team out, to help the situation out. The reach around build has got literally everything, so stay with me, I'll break it all down. Now the first weapon of choice is the Collective Obligation. This is just absolutely superb. This weapon leeches void debuffs when damaging targets that are suppressed, weakened or volatile. You can actually leech all three of these void 3.0 debuffs. It's got a perk on there, Umbral Sustenance. This weapon's magazine is automatically reloaded when you have Devour, Void Overshield or Become Invisible. This is just a really nice bonus, but I want to show you in this clip how to get all three of these Void 3.0 debuffs straight away. One grenade, you're going to apply Volatile via Controlled Demolition every time you hit something with an ability. Going to make them volatile. Use a Suppressor Grenade, that's 2. Leeches, your Suppression, your Volatile, and then Echo of Undermining will add the weakening effect. So one grenade leeches all 3. Now the other thing with Controlled Demolition as well, obviously when you hit something with a void ability, it's going to make them volatile. Excellent for your Collective Obligation, but further damage to volatile targets causes them to explode, and that is going to grant you and your nearby allies health when a volatile target explodes near you. Now Bastion is the other one. Whenever you cast your super, or grant you an overshield, and then whenever you put your barricade down, it's also going to give you and your teammates a nice crispy overshield. These are actually getting buffed, so it's just as easy as this. Throw your Suppressor Grenade with your Controlled Demolition, Suppression, Volatile, your Echo of Undermining, Weakening, shoot the enemy a couple of times and you've leached that on your Collective Obligation, and you can literally just keep spamming your Volatile or Weakening effect and your Suppression left, right and centre. Suppression is superbly underrated in my opinion. It's absolutely great for endgame stuff. Now if you add Aeon safes to the mix, these actually got buffed a couple of seasons back. There's various different choices, but I really like the Sect of Force. Rapid precision hits with a weapon, temporarily increase your reload speed and weapon swap speed. Not a bad little bonus, but the bottom bit is where it really shines. Stunning a champion or landing rapid precision hits on a powerful combatant will mark them. Your allies deal increased damage to marked combatants, which is a standard 20% damage increase, but it actually stacks with the Collective Obligation or the Buried Bloodline. So you'll just see that enemy, a couple of precision hits, and you'll see that is actually marked up red. That is the applying the debuff for my team, 20% from Aeons, which is always extremely helpful. But like I said, if you've got a Collective Obligation going on, a quick leech like that, this is going to give you intrinsic 15% weakening effect from the Echo of Undermining, which stacks with a Sect of Force. So you're going to be able to give your teammates 20% from the Aeons and 15% from the Echo of Undermining, which is a 35% damage increase. And the Suppression is just absolutely superb. You can literally stop things dead in the tracks, apply 35% damage increase. Now this is just a quarter of the build what you can actually do, so we're going to be able to give our teammates 35% damage increase, which is exactly the same as Tractor Cannon, except you don't have to be up close and personal. You can do this from a distance. You're going to be able to give your teammates infinite overshields, which is getting buffed, which we'll go into as we go as well. And on top of that, you're just going to be able to infinitely suppress things. Look at the state of this. If you need to capture a plate, you're literally giving your teammates everything, your significant other, everything you ever wanted, everything they ever wanted. This is why I call this build the reach around, overshield, suppression, weakening. It's just absolutely great support play. Now because what we'll do is we'll just go over what's actually coming in Revenant. Titan barricades now taunt enemies as well when you stand in front of it, so you're going to be able to act as like a decoy to get fire coming towards you, and then you've got the void overshields getting buffed to give us 150 HP, you and your teammates, so it's just absolutely crazy. Now one more thing, Echo of Harvest, defeating weakened targets creates an orb of power and a void breach as well, so you're going to be able to create your teammates literally an absolute crap ton of odds. Give your teammates a 35% damage increase, mark things up, give them your overshields. That I was going to give them 150 HP overshield next season. It's just got everything. Echo of undermining, your void grenades weaken targets. Quick look at the fragments, we've gone over some of these. So echo of undermining, echo of persistence, void debuffs applied to you. Specifically the devour and the overshield have a longer lasting duration. We've also got Echo of Harvest, which were featured. Defeated weaker targets, creates an orb of power and avoid breach. Now these last two are really important. Echo of Harvest and Echo of Starvation. Picking up avoid breach grants you Devour. So you're going to have Devour on tap as well. Now why Devour is really important on this build, because if you don't have Collective Obligation, you will lose the suppression, but you've got Buried Bloodline. Every time you've got Devour active, this weapon weakens on hit. And this easily applies the Aeon buff as well, just from like 2 or 3 precision hits. You'll see in this clip you're going to be able to still mark them up. I haven't got Devour active. All I'm going to do is pick up Avoid Breach or Avoid Orb, and you've got Devour going all of the time. And the Echo of Persistence will give me 15 seconds of Devour, so you can do the exact same thing that you do with Collective Obligation. The only thing you lose is a suppression, which you do run a suppressor grenade anyway, so it's not too bad, but you can still do exactly the same thing with the Buried Bloodline. Weaken on hit, 35%, really strong. And obviously on top of yourself for that as well, you've got Devour going as well on that, so you're going to keep yourself nice and healed. So that's the video. I can't think of anything more I could give my teammates. Here's a build card from my friend over on Twitter, Mr. Slayer God. Go check his Twitter feed out, he's got a Facebook page as well. But that's the build. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I can't think of anything more you could possibly give your teammates, and a lot more to come next season. 150 HP buffs to them void overshields, taunting barricades, 35% damage increase, just absolutely everything. Thanks for watching, have a great day.